Hey there, Brett with Quarter Properties here in Myrtle Beach. And now that the buying and selling season is heating up, the contracting season is heating up, just want to talk to you a little bit about whether or not you should have a home inspection and how that works with respect to the due diligence process here in our state of South Carolina, because it is different, obviously, everywhere you go. First and foremost, we always recommend that you have a home inspection, even on new construction. If you can, on new construction, if you're having the home built, it's more valuable if you can get it done prior to the drywall going in. Because after the home is done, you're going to get a walkthrough with the builder, a blue tape walkthrough, a functionality walkthrough with the builder. So really, it's more valuable on a new construction home if you can get it done prior to the drywall going in. So, but either way, we do recommend a home inspection on new construction and on your resales. So let's talk about how the process works with a resale. So here in South Carolina, we've got what's called a due diligence period. And what happens is this is a negotiable item on the contract. Usually for our buyers, we'll usually start out and try and request, say, 10 to 14 days worth of due diligence. And we try to start out with what's called a termination fee. Originally we'll try to ask for, say, a $250 to a $500 termination fee. And what that means is the seller, they are agreeing to take their house off the market, and they're not going to consider other offers, okay? They can't accept any other offers for that period. So let's say it's 10 days, 14 days, whatever that period is. So the seller is going to agree to take the house on the market, won't consider any other offers, and that's going to give you as the buyer time to work through your due diligence. So have a home inspection, review HOA documents and rules and regulations and those kind of things, okay? So let's say we have a home inspection, all right? Now, just because the home inspector, they're going to find things, they always do, they're going to find things, we're going to put together, like you and I will work together on items that we're going to request from the seller to repair. So once we'll make those requests by a certain date and time, but just because we request those things doesn't mean the seller is under any obligation to make any repairs. So the seller really has three options. Their first option is, let's say we request 5 repairs to the house. First option is they can agree to it. They can make those repairs, provide proof that they made those repairs, and we move on. Okay. Their second option is, under that agreeing to repair, is they could offer a credit. So let's say we request 5 items and they're like, listen, no, we've already left the house. We've left the state. We'll give you a $500 credit at closing, and then you can get those repaired after closing. So this is a very popular option. Okay. So they could either repair those items or maybe offer you a credit. Okay. Another option they have is they can just decline. They could say, hey, no, you know what? We're not going to repair anything. If you want the house, move forward, buy the house. So they have that option. Or, believe it or not, here in South Carolina, let's say you request repairs, they cannot reply at all. They can just say, hey, we're not going to reply at all. Basically, if you want the house, you're moving forward as is. Okay. So then, what happens is then the ball goes back into the buyer's court, and you as the buyer, you have the option to, either, happily, let's say they accept repairs, or they offer you a credit that works for you. Or if they reject, or they just don't respond, you're not forced to move forward. Remember, let's say we requested 10 days of due diligence or 14 days. If you as the buyer get a home inspection that you're really not happy with, there's some major things on it, the seller has rejected any repairs or they haven't responded at all, then what happens is you pay your termination fee. Let's say that was $500. You pay your termination fee, and we give them formal notice of termination of the contract, and we have to do that before our due diligence period is up. And usually that ends at 6 p.m. on whatever date and time whatever date we chose. Okay. So you're not forced to move forward with the home purchase, but basically you end up paying the seller because they took their house off the market for, say, 2 weeks and didn't really, entertain any other offers. So that can kind of sting because you pay for a home inspection and you pay a termination fee, but you do get out of the contract. You don't have to move forward with anything that you're not comfortable with. So that's kind of how it works in a nutshell. There's a lot of other nuances to it, but that's what we're here for. We're here to help you make sense of all of that. If you have any questions on our due diligence process or home inspections, whether you should or shouldn't have them, shoot me a message on Facebook. Hit me up in the comments here, or you can email me at brett@quarterproperties.com. Look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.